Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Saturday to you all. Hopefully your weekends are off to a great start. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. This is a little bit of a special episode of OST Saturdays here on the channel. For the new fuses around here, every single Saturday I do a segment called OST Saturday where we round up a whole bunch of OSTs that dropped over the course of the past 7 days so that we can give some OSTs some love here on the channel. But sometimes we get weeks where we don't really get OSTs that drop over the course of the past week, like the case with this week. So, kind of bringing two series that we've been doing together, we're going to bring our weekly roundup of OSTs and combine them with our little on and off marathon that we're doing every single Sunday. And so we're going to marathon all of the on and off related OSTs for this week in a special episode of OST Saturdays, specially dedicated to on and off. They've dropped in total 6 OSTs, 3 as a group and 3 just Hyojin has dropped OSTs, and those are the ones that I could find. If I'm missing some, do let me know in the comments below. But we've got 3 from the group side of things that we haven't checked out yet, and then there should be 3 Hyojin ones, but we've already actually checked out the most recent Hyojin OST in episode 15 of season 2 of OST Saturday this year, so we won't be covering that. That leaves 2 more Hyojin OSTs to check out, and that'll be it for our little roundup today. And then for tomorrow or Sunday, when we would normally have our regularly scheduled on and off content, we have 2 more things to get through. We have the Hello WM singles, and we have Japanese exclusive B-sides to get through. Barring those don't get copyright blocked, 2 more bits of on and off content to go through, and that will finally complete all of the on and off related music that we need to cover on our full discography marathon. So we're almost at the finish line. 1 more burst to go. So, OSTs to check out, so let's do just that. Here we go! Now, for the fuses that are new to the OST Saturday series, I do. This is kind of a new thing this year, but whenever we have an OST drop, I'm avoiding putting the show's official MV in these watch-alongs because they take clips from the show, and television or broadcasting companies do not like that when people watch OSTs because it includes scenes from the show. That's why we're going to be doing the YouTube music versions of these, hence why we won't really have proper visuals on all the stuff that we check out. That I can only apologize for, but if you want to watch the official MVs for these OSTs, those will be what is linked down below, so feel free to check those out on your free time. But in the meanwhile, we are going to go in chronological order, starting off with On and Off's very first OST done as a group, titled Your Day for Let's Eat 3. This dropped, what is it, July 24th of 2018, so we are coming up to over 6 years ago this song dropped. 2418, I don't, when does that fall chronologically for On and Off? Let's see. I want to know like what in between, like what eras this dropped in, because I probably should have noted that down. I only have the dates and stuff. So this dropped after Complete Me, or You Complete Me, and the Complete era. So that means we still have Lone as part of the lineup. Okay, cool stuff. But we've never gotten the chance to check out a group on and off OST, so this will be a very fun time indeed. And y'all know, if you've been around for an OST Saturday with me, you know how much I love a good OST. So here we go.
Yeah, we are on and off. 시작해볼까? 이 시간만을 기다려왔네.
I like the guitar hit. It's nice and friendly, nice and light. Ooh.
삼켰던 뜨거운 눈물도 모두 던져봐. 오늘
I love how treble loaded it is right now because we have no real bass presence yet. Hello, EDM on and off on an OST? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is kind of gas. And then it resets back into this acoustic guitar vibe? Okay, I'm so here for it. Is that a little bit of vocalist Wyatt I hear? Hello, sir. Who was that on vocal? And then hello, Tomorrowland! Wow. I'm so impressed at just how unashamedly OST this, or not, EDM this is for an OST song. Yeah, you can just see the smoke machine, see the neon lights and stuff, can't you? And I hear the gang vocals back there. Extended outro. Damn, that is a party tune. What? I'm trying to think back to On and Off's early OST, or not. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. I tried recording the intro like 3-4 times and couldn't get it right until this take, and now I'm butchering this take. I'm trying to think back to On and Off's old discography, like You Complete Me era, and you know, they really had that true EDM, like electro sound down pat around this time. I'd say up until, well, We Must Love era was probably the start of the evolution from just party EDM sound, wasn't it? Because Complete is a party tune, and that entire era is kind of a party tune, right? Well, what else is on it? I guess 86,400 is on You Complete Me as well, but... And then I Do is on We Must Love. Like, this is EDM era On and Off, right? But this might be the most on and off, like, EDM song that they've done. And it's for an OST of all things. That's crazy to think about. This song is fire. It's really good vibes all around. And it's just so much fun. It's really misleading song, too, which is really fun to just follow along with, because the way that guitar section opens, you know, the acoustic guitar that's doing the quick strums, that G chord, B minor, back to the A, and it's repeating that same chord sequence over and over and over again until the EDM synthesizer starts to creep in, and then all of a sudden, boom, Tomorrowland main stage type. It's like, how did we get here? And then all of a sudden, cold turkey straight back to that acoustic guitar only beat, and it's like, wait, but I really like that. What is happening here? And by the second time around, you're so used to it that it's just party central. But damn, that was a lot of fun. Wow, I was not expecting this OST marathon from On and Off to start like this, because, you know, knowing, what's the best way to phrase this? On and Off have a very wide range of genres in their discography, but they do a ballad very well. They do the soft emotional song very well. You know, songs like I Think I Love You, even I Do, for as EDM as it is very pretty. They can do the more kind of mellower, mature sounds like Moscow, Moscow, like Breath Haze and Shadow. They can do some of the more darker and dramatic stuff. That's the kind of sound you'd expect on a drama OST, or just like an OST in general. Not an EDM party banger. This is a very hard genre to squeeze into an OST. Now, admittedly, I don't know if Let's Eat 3 is a drama or not, or if it's like a variety show, but still, this is a hard genre of music to interweave into an OST, I think. Or at least it's rare to get this much of an EDM vibe in an OST, but they pull it off so well. Now, admittedly, I don't know what the context of how this song is being used is, but as a song, as a standalone song, it's terrific. Next up, simply titled Pretty from drama When You Love Yourself 2. This dropped approximately a year afterwards, July 14th, 2019. It's just over 5 years old, I believe, in terms of discography chronology. This drops after We Must Love, and in between, and We Must Love and that Go Live album with Y. So in terms of the group's discography, we are switching directions now. We are changing gears, but let's see how that's reflected in the OST side of things. It's borderline chiptune EDM now. Like, what is happening? What are the credits? It's punchy. It does have a brightness to it that kind of gives me, like, rom-com. Slice of life rom-com vibes. It's very bright. Who's doing the little ad-libs in the background? The yeah. Cool octave stacking. I hear that building EDM line. Now this very much has that cutesy on and off flavor that you get from some of their brighter music. It has the EDM characteristics of some of their EDM-y type songs. But this I can see a little bit more clearly being involved with the drama OST. But it's also just written very well. And that hold right before the drop comes in, where they just leave it vocal only, makes this hit so much harder. Getting gang vocal choruses too. We've gotten that a couple of times, not enough in the past. It just hits great. Love that second harmony from Wyatt there, going the opposite direction of the main line. Oh, I thought we were gonna go one more up. and an extended outro. Oh, that's really nice. Also, look at that. It's almost 3 minutes 45. Oh my goodness. It's great. It's definitely, for me, a lot clearer of a song for a drama OST than Your Day, admittedly. Again, I don't know if Let's Eat 3 is a drama or not. It could be just like a talk show. And if that's the case, then that's a very different way of looking at that song. But Yeppo Juketa very much fits a more light-hearted, maybe romance-based drama for me. I can have a clearer image of how this song is being used. Something where like maybe like your protagonist and the main love interest have agreed to go on a date, and it's that montage sequence of the date going really well. The sky's nice and clear, the sun is shining, they're walking through town, hands interlaced with smiles on their faces. It's got that kind of vibe to it, you know what I mean? And maybe it's my overly creative mind like playing up, but songs like this where it's just unashamedly bright and happy, it makes me happy listening to this type of music, because I can see that happiness radiating, and I can feel it, and I can hear the happiness radiating off of this song. And it's not trying to hide the fact that it's a bright and happy song either. And On and Off do know how to make a bright and happy song. That's been tried and tested many a time throughout their career. All of them with flying colors. Some of them more flying than others, apparently. But yeah, this is nice. And again, a surprising amount of an EDM influence. And I was looking through the credits on, or at least the ones that I could find on Spotify, and I don't see Hwanghyun anywhere, which usually is the case when it comes to OSTs. The group's main composer oftentimes do not do the group's OSTs, mainly because the show has their own music team, and they'll write music and they'll just have whoever the artist is perform it. But I do like the fact that, we're 2 OSTs in for like On and Off's group side of things. We're 2 out of 3, and so far we're 2 for 2 in the very EDM leaning songs. And we know that, especially early on in their career, On and Off really did that EDM sound well, so they feel right at home. They sound right at home, and it doesn't really feel out of place at all, which is really cool to me. Nice. And this is the final group OST from On and Off. This is Not a Sad Song from Love Revolution. We are now into the 2020s now. This dropped October 22nd of 2020. Here we go. I see you with the red herring intro. Interesting that they half-timed the verse now, though. Oh, we've got the double-time kicks back now. Cool way of playing around with the speed sensation of the song already. There's my favorite chord sequence, the sustained into the home. Oh. Love the syncopation work. Hello, harmonies. I don't know why, this kind of feels like light J-Rocky vibes. I like it though. And I like that we're going with the more kind of traditional band setup for the instrumental now. Yeah, especially when you get the instrumental going like this, just gives me... It's like jazz fusion meets J-Rock for me. Where does this song fall in the chronology of On and Off? Before Beautiful Beautiful. Okay, cool. So much syncopation going on. But like, how good is this? I do like also that the piano sound they're using most likely be played on a synthesizer, but it sounds pretty neutral piano-y. Like, they're not going with a purposely digital sounding synthesizer, but a pretty true piano sound. And you've got both a melodic electric guitar and chord-holding acoustic guitar. So you get like the best of both worlds, both acoustic and electric in the instrumental part. Slow it down one time, Mr. Wyatt. Oh, the early cutoff into the final chorus, and the guitar solo. Don't forget, this is On and Off we're talking about. Peep the harmonies. Oh, nice snappy outro to finish. And it's almost 4 minutes long. Look at that. I mean, this is OST, so they have an entirely different timing requirement than normal album releases, but oh, that's also, again, a terrific OST. It's very energetic. This kind of feels like, also could be a montage type song. This could also be a kind of travel sequence song. Is there a way? I can sense some movement going on. Like, whatever's shown on screen is bound to have some movement when you have a song like this where it's quite energetic. I do like how different this one is from, hold on, where's my list? Like, Your Day and Pretty. Very much a... Well, actually, based off the title, they don't really scream OST, do they? Or scream EDM song, do they? Like, they scream OST for sure, but they don't... Sometimes a title can reveal exactly what the song is going to sound like. Your Day and Pretty kind of feels like a, you know, lighthearted, maybe acoustic guitar-driven... like, slow but bright and mellow type of song. Nah, they're just EDM bangers. Not a sad song. I feel like this is a very on-brand title. Does not feel like a sad song at all. And I like that this one has a little bit more of a rock orientation to it. It's a little bit different, but it still has all the charms that you want from an On and Off song. It's got the harmonies, it's got the pretty vocals, it's got the clever composition, and it's just fun to listen to. Genre-wise, I would love to hear On and Off do more of this. This kind of jazz fusion meets J-rock. I would love to hear more of this song because it suits them really well. In fact, I would love to get more kind of band-based music from On and Off in the future. Like, I know with the most recent, you know, Buy My Monster was very much classical oriented. And, I mean, we did get a little bit more intense with, you know, songs like Aphrodite and things of that nature, but in terms of just general title tracks, like, we've gone... Well, let's see. What have we gone recently? Buy My Monster was, like, dramatic and classical. Love Effect was bright. Your Song was digital, a little bit more mellow, but still decently bright. Goosebumps was pretty intense and heavy. Popping was really bright, but also had a little bit of, like, a little pluckiness to it, which was nice. Ugly Dance, really kind of different, slower, heavier major beats. Beautiful was super bright. So like, if we kind of just go through their title track discography, we haven't really gotten a big like this direction of rock or band-based music. I would love to get more of this. This is nice. This is very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Now, which do I prefer out of the three group on and off OSTs? I couldn't tell you. I genuinely couldn't tell you. They deliver three very different sensations. How I'm feeling right now, Not a Sad Song will take top spot. But that's just because it's, you know, later in the day, and I feel like an EDM party on a rainy Saturday evening doesn't hit quite as hard as I think it would have had it been like a really nice and warm and bright Saturday. So, hey ho. But they're all terrific. Oops. Now, unfortunately, that's it for group OSTs. You know, for a group that's been around for 7 years, right? When was their debut? 7 years, right? Yeah, so they're on their 7th year right now. For a group that's been around for that long, they don't have a whole lot of OSTs as a group. Which I think is a shame, because they've got terrific vocals to do it. But we have to shift gears into Mr. Hyojin of ONF, who himself has done 3 OSTs. Of course, we're only doing 2 because we checked out the most recent one on episode 15 of season 2 of OST Saturday. So, next up in chronological order is Mr. Hyojin's Before Today Is Over from True Beauty, which dropped January 28th of 2021. Oh, this is different. What the retro synth song is this? And then this would have also dropped right before Beautiful Beautiful as well. It's just a retro synth song and it's really good. Wait, what? I guess this would have been the time of year that, or the time period in 4th gen where we got a whole bunch of retro stuff, isn't it? 2020 to 2021? The double stack vocal there, paired with the busy synthesizer, hell yeah. I like that the second time around this course, the background harmonies are different. And then straight into verse 2. Even though it is a retro synth song at its core, they still keep the fluctuations there. They constantly evolve the song. It's a snappy song though. I did see how short this song was, so I'm guessing this is an outro rather than a bridge. Called it. Wow! Hell yeah! Now, I have to be real. I'm very biased towards this type of music. I love a good retro synth song. So this is very much me coded. And, you know, seeing that this is early 2021, think about the music that dropped around this time that was of this, you know, retro synth, kind of the retro synth movement that K-pop went through for a couple of years in the early 2020s. Like, you had Keys Killer, Purple Kisses Autopilot, Triple S's New Look. Who else dropped retro synth stuff around this time? I guess G-Friend's Mago could fall under that as well. That was more kind of disco-y, but same difference. But there was a period where everyone was doing retro synth stuff. I was absolutely thriving during that because I love this type of music, and I still love this type of music. I love it when someone drops a B-side that's got stuff like this. So I'm thinking if we even include the more cyberpunk type of aesthetic into the mix, you know, ATs did a lot of that last year, the last couple years, with songs like Silverlight from their Will album. Of course, they had the song Cyberpunk as well off of... What era did they do Cyberpunk on? That must have been... that Guerrilla era? Either way, give me all the retro synth songs, man. And this is unashamedly retro synth, and I think it suits Hyojin very well. I love Hyojin on his kind of ballady stuff, so like Love Things, I think suits him so well. He's got a terrifically rich high tone that works for a slow ballad, but it is hard to, you know, beat a genre of music that is just very you-coded sometimes, and I think Before Today Is Over is kind of one of those songs where it's like, all like in comparison to the other three group on and off songs that we've covered in our OST marathon here, Before Today Is Over is very much a more straightforward song in comparison. But because it's a type of song that I just naturally like, it's going to be very well received by me. And hey, sometimes you have to put your hands up and just admit to the fact that the song is just nice and you like it, and then kind of just leave it at that. Which now brings us to the final OST from our little on and off marathon that we are doing. This is, again, Mr. Hyojin with Need Your Heart from Secret Royal Inspector Enjoy, dropping November 30th of 21, which puts it between Goosebumps and Storage of On and Off. So I guess right before military enlistment then? Oh no, this is right before Goosebumps, like 4 days before Goosebumps. So yeah, so this will be now coming up to his military enlistment, hence why we don't get an OST for over 2 years in between now and the one for Warm Black Tea this year. So let's see. No ballad, not one ballad on our little list. This might be an on and off, or not, an OST Saturday first for me. The fact that we don't have a single ballad on an OST Saturday is unheard of. Now this is probably closest to a ballad that we've gotten all day. It's got the softer vocals that you'd find, but it's got that snappy beat. It's bright, it's loud. Oh, it is very pretty though. The little call and response with the background vocals is very pretty. Oh, and little post-chorus too. And I love the fact that even the background vocals has a really nice harmony.
넌 귀찮은 척 계속
It's also a song that uses Hyojin's kind of softer, higher vocals, which is super pretty. It gives it a kind of friendliness.
이제 날려줘 좀더 가까이 더 다가갈수록 넌 다시 한 발자국 물러서 숨길 수 없는 미소 완벽해진 분위기
This energy-wise is kind of similar to Pretty, where it's got that lightheartedness to it, but it's still nice and bright.
숨기려고 노력했는데
My life.
내가 먼저 다가가려 해 널 좋아한다고 더 고민 안 할래 근데는 나만 이제 기다릴게 라라라라라라라라
Oh, my life. It's amazing how, because I grew up playing the harmony part in orchestras, my brain automatically goes to the harmony parts. Also, it's like a reprise rather than a bridge. Cool. Hello, guitar solo. Oh, that one's really nice. I like that one. I like how multifaceted that was. I love how pretty that was. I love how friendly sounding that was. Ah, that's really nice. But yeah, first off, the fact that we've gone 5 songs into an OST marathon and haven't come across a ballad when the group in question or the artists in question very well capable of doing a proper OST sounding ballad blows my mind. I thought that would never happen. I thought we were guaranteed to get at least one sappy ballad. Nope. Nope. How in the bloomin' heck has that happened? But Need Your Heart as a song on its own is terrific. It's friendly, it's warm, it's bright, it's soft but also loud enough to be, firm. What else is there? It's got a nice length to it. It's not a very slow song. It's not too fast either. It's the type of song where you can just kind of sway back and forth and maybe sing along to it if you're willing to. And even though it's a song where, it's only got one vocal, right? It's only Hyojin instead of having the 5 or 6 other members involved, like with the group OSTs from earlier. And yet, with both Before Today Is Over and Need Your Heart, you don't really get the feeling that the vocalist is isolated at all, which I love. I love a good background vocal section, especially in Need Your Heart when you've got a really nice chorus kind of playing along with the song, get really understanding the vibe of the song with the background vocals, and it's just very pretty and very clever, and I love stuff like this. Nice. Do I need to pick a favorite OST out of these? Ooh, that's tough. But I do like the last ones from both sets. Like, Not a Sad Song, I think, is such a cool song. It's like it's straightforward, but also it's got a little bit of complexity to it. It's got a genre that I really like, but also is a genre that's kind of rare for on and off. And when it comes to OSTs in the Korean music scene, oftentimes you get releases that don't directly connect to the group's main discography. So getting a song like Not a Sad Song very much proves that point, and I think that's really nice. Hyojin's Need Your Heart is a brilliantly pretty song. It's got a warmth to it that just pushes all the right buttons for me. Even though I like the genre of Before Today Is Over, I think I do have to crown Need Your Heart as Hyojin's OST. But yeah, I mean, this is OST Saturday from an on and off, centric point of view, right? We knew the music was going to be good because we know the artist very well at this point now. We are essentially over 90% done with their discography now. confidently. Like, we have 5 more songs from the entirety of the On and Off discography to check out. That's it. So we've come a very long way since checking out all the MVs around the time we did the Nagoya show, which would have been just a hair over 3 months ago now. So we've made some progress and we're almost at the finish line. But OST Saturday is always a great time. I love OST Saturday. There's a reason why we're doing it for a second year, is because I think OSTs are so slept on. They never get the proper attention that they deserve, really, at least in comparison to the studio releases. And some of my favorite songs out of the K-pop scene has been OSTs. It's like, there's memorable OSTs every single year, but only like the very select 1 or 2 out of every year gains traction. And out of those, maybe 1 every like 2 or 3 years gets mainstream traction. Like this year, it's Eclipse's Sudden Shower, because there's so many artists covering that. You go even before then, you have like what, Chanyeol and Punch's song from Goblin, Soinguk and Jongунji's All For You, just from a few years ago now. Gaho's Start Over. Like, there's certain OSTs that gain the public's attention, but not at the rate that the general public receives the studio releases, right? So this is like my way of giving back to the OST community in a way, and it's a terrific time. And hopefully those fuses who haven't been with me for an OST Saturday before can try out an OST Saturday from me. Whether it's an old one or whether it's something down the road when we have maybe another On and Off related OST. Who knows? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but whatever happens, I'm still going to check out these OSTs because I think they're terrific. Case in point, this entire week was a terrific time, as is the usual with OST Saturdays. So I am going to wrap it up here before I yap on for any longer. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and, well, for those of you who are going to be continuing on the On and Off marathon, I will see you all, well, at the day of recording, I will see you all tomorrow as we conclude our months-long On and Off marathon. And for those of you who are here for your weekly fix of OSTs like I am, I will see you next Saturday when we resume our regularly scheduled OST content. So until next time, bye-bye!